riding a motorcycle is cost efficient. Just come prepared. Come prepared. Keep that money for the gas tank. Keep that money in your wallet. Hi y'all, it's your girl, HondaHarleyGurl. Welcome to the channel. I am HondaHarleyGurl, or you can call me HHG for short. I drive a Honda, ride a Harley, and I'm a girl that gets things done no matter what. No matter which vehicle I am in, we gotta get it done. I'm that girl. So, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Special welcome to you. I hope you like my motorcycle content, and if you do, consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, thank you. And make sure that that notification bell is on so that you are notified when I drop a new video. I'm coming with that weekly motorcycle content, so make sure you are subscribed and that bell is turned on. I appreciate y'all. Right now, I'm on I-75 South, coming from Atlanta, Georgia. I had a great weekend in Atlanta. Man, learned a lot, made some mistakes, but overall it was a good time. The Rick Ross Car and Bike Show was really cool. A lot of vehicles out there. Rick Ross definitely put that together. The biggest con to the whole event was the bus shuttle from the parking lot to Promised Land. It was a long wait, a very long wait. A lot of people, a lot of people. But it was a good event. So now it's Sunday. It's June 2nd, 2024. We're already in June. We're already 6 months in 2024. Can y'all believe it? It has been a very eventful year for me. It's been real good. I can't complain. I'm blessed. So yeah, on 75 South, and it's actually a little chilly. The temperature just dropped right here. I'm heading home to Miami, Florida. I got another about 6 hours. And I said, let me get on the mic and talk about some things. I want to talk about a topic. There's a lot of police out here stopping folks, so I'm trying to be mindful of the speed limit. And I was getting a little drowsy, so I said, let's hop on the mic and let's talk about this topic. I want to give you all some tips on how to survive a long motorcycle ride, a long motorcycle road trip. And these are things I have learned with experience over time. I learned by making mistakes and not being prepared. So I want to share with you all, so when you take your next road trip, you are prepared, and just some things to keep in mind. So let's get right on into it. Let's see. And these tips are not in any order, not in any ranking or anything. I'm just sharing what I like to do when I go on long motorcycle trips and what helped me survive the trip. So one, have a positive mindset. You gotta have a positive mindset. Of course, anything can happen on the road. Even when you're in a vehicle with 4 wheels, anything can happen, right? But we're not betting on that. So we want to be prepared with all these tips I'm going to give you in this video. But for one, have a positive mindset. You gotta have a positive mindset, and you want to be well rested. Make sure you get some decent sleep the night before. So stay positive. I like to say my prayers before I get on the bike. I was taught by a biker, when you say your prayers, you need to have your helmet off your head. I was a little annoyed when he made me take my helmet off, but I respected it, and I took the helmet off. We said a prayer, put it back on, and hit the road. So I like to say my prayer. I like to be in a good positive mindset. I don't want to be in a bad mood. I want to be well rested, and I want to stretch it out a little bit. Just a little quick stretch, because sitting in this position for long hours can be very stressful. So be in a positive mindset, be well rested, say your prayers, and stretch it out. Okay, that's the first one. Let me get through some of this traffic. There's a lot of traffic. I got an SUV on my behind back there. I hope that's not the police. I believe the speed limit is 70. I'm doing 80 right now, so Lord, keep me ticket free. I always want to stay ticket free. Second tip, you want to make sure that your motorcycle is in good working condition. You want to make sure you got good oil, good tires, good tire pressure, no issues mechanically. You want to be prepared logistically. You want to have your registration. You want to have insurance on your motorcycle. You want to make sure your tag is not expired. You don't want to get pulled over for no reason. And I say this because I've ridden with bikers who don't have insurance, who has a bad tag, and that's just another reason to get stopped. You don't want to get stopped by the police and they get all in your business. So make sure your motorcycle is in good condition, mechanically and logistically. Have that paperwork right. And also have all that stuff because it's going to give you a peace of mind on the road. You want to have insurance because you know if something goes wrong, you're covered. You want to have your paperwork right because if you get pulled, you don't want to get any tickets. It's all about prevention. So make sure your baby is right. Know your gas range. See, right now I have 57 more miles worth of gas. I'm on 1/4 tank, 57 miles. Sometimes I like right now I'm betting on once it gets about 20 or 25 I'll stop. Sometimes I'll go until it says low range, and that means you need to get your butt to the gas station ASAP. But just know, some motorcycles don't have that reader, so you just need to know your motorcycle for sure. Pay attention to your mileage. Another tip number 3, you want to make stops when you're out here. My gas tank, it'll let me ride for a little over 2 hours. I think this is about 6 gallons. But make stops. Make stops to stretch, to refocus, to rebalance. Because you can get drowsy on 2 wheels, especially when you have cruise control. I had to get out of cruise control and I had to get on the mic to wake myself up. It's not that I'm not rested, it's just it's easy to get comfortable, and you don't want to get comfortable on 2 wheels. You got to stay alert and keep your head on the swivel. So make those stops. Don't take too long at those stops. Tip number 4, you want to eat before you hit the road. Eat something not too heavy, but get a little something in. This morning I had some coffee and some strawberries. So you want to put something in your system. When you do stop and you want to get something to eat, don't eat too heavy because food makes you drowsy. So don't eat too heavy and eat before you hit the road, or at least have snacks. I like to have snacks. I keep some sunflower seeds, dill pickle. I love these seeds. I'm all out now. But keep a snack on you. I got some tomatoes on me. What else I got? I got some juice boxes, some frozen water. Keep a bottle of frozen water. Make sure it's frozen so it can be cool. Trust me, it will defrost by the time you get to it. So a frozen bottle of water, some unfrozen water, a little quick snack. Try not to overeat, and I say bring snacks with you because at these travel centers like Pilot, I like stopping at the Pilot, Buc-ee's, Love's. Those travel stops are expensive, and if you keep buying every time you stop, it's going to add up quickly. Riding a motorcycle is cost efficient. Don't make it expensive by buying a bunch of high expensive snacks from out these gas stations and travel stops. Just come prepared. Come prepared. Keep that money for the gas tank. Keep that money in your wallet. So come prepared by eating before, bringing your snacks, and not eating too heavy. Actually, I'm just going to stop counting because my notes are not numbered and everything kind of runs together. So let's just keep going with some more tips. I'll add it up at the end. So the next tip, stay open-minded. You want to stay open-minded. Learn something new about bike life, about your motorcycle, about yourself. Just keep an open mind that anything can happen, and just be prepared to learn. And when you learn something new and it clicks with you, you resonate with it, write it down. I write everything down in my notes section, or in my journal, or in my agenda book. Just jot it down real quick. Take that time to learn something, write it down, let it marinate, and go back to it later. So learn something about bike life. Learn something about yourself, and which leads into the next tip. Meet people. You're going to meet somebody, whether at a gas station or another biker, wherever. You always meet somebody. I already met somebody today. I've been on the road since 7:20, and it's 10 o'clock right now. Met a gentleman at the gas station, and he just walked up to me. He was like, "That's a nice bike." He was like, "You're not scared to ride that thing?" He was telling me that he became so fearful that he got rid of his motorcycle and got a scooter. And he was like, "It's a heavy duty scooter, but even on the scooter, I run into issues. This is what he said. Do you have close calls? That's how he approached me. He said, do you have close calls on this bike? I was like, yes, of course, all the time. There's always a close call. Every ride. Not every ride, but there's always a close call. He was like, yeah, me too. That's why I got rid of my motorcycle. But now I have a scooter and I'm still having close calls. He told me about a story. A person pulled out, made a left turn right in front of him. And I was like, yeah, it happens. The favorite excuse, the number one excuse from vehicles is, I did not see you. They will always say that. I didn't see you. Well, look, this is how I'm looking. You literally need to turn your head when you're getting over. You need to look, all of us. So meet somebody new, take the time to hear them out. Somebody just need to talk or just want to have that human interaction. So meet somebody new. They admire you. They wish they could ride like you. So take the time and listen. Most of the time, I rarely get any words out. I just stand there and listen. I'll be like, thank you. Thank you. So, be human. I know we're on go. I know we're on our phone. I know we're trying to take care of ourselves, but take a little moment to be human and have some human interaction. It'll get your juices flowing. I hope I'm being heard because this is a lot of wind right now. Next tip, have a purpose for your motorcycle ride. I love to just hop on twos and ride to the beat, but sometimes you do want to have a purpose. You want to have a destination. Go somewhere new. Go somewhere that you always been meaning to go. Instead of driving your car, your four wheels, take your motorcycle to your destination. Just have a destination in mind or go visit someone. Have a plan is what I'm trying to say. Make sure you have a plan, which leads into my next tip for traveling long distance on your motorcycle. Map out your stops. Map it out. Have a clue of the area. Know where you're headed. Know the highways. Know the junctions. Now, I'm not saying remember it, but put it in the GPS before you go and take a look at the route. See where you get yourself into. Familiarize yourself with the layout. So when you out here, you're not trying to do it while you're riding and run into any surprises and not be distracted. You want to limit your distractions when you're riding. Trust me, I am a very distracted driver. I believe I'm a good distracted driver, but it's not good to do that. Don't be distracted. There's enough distractions out here. This is already a big risk doing this. So map it out before you hit the road. Familiarize yourself with the layout so you can have a peaceful, safe ride. Next tip. Check for extreme weather. Now, it's not going to always be a beautiful day. Right now, overcast. It's a little chilly, but not too bad. It's a lot of wind. So you want to check for the weather. Definitely check for the rain and storms. Check it out, check it out, check it out. I know it can change at any moment. I know you still got to travel no matter what, but just check it out so you can know when that weather's going to kick in and you can be prepared. Maybe you need to, if you check the weather and you see that it's going to rain, maybe you want to gear up and go ahead and put your rain gear on. Just be prepared. It's all about preparation. So just check the weather. Maybe you want to check it as you're riding as well. Click on, just take a glance and get back focused. Check the weather. I think that is, how do you say it? Self-explanatory. Check the weather so you can be prepared whether to put that rain gear on or if it's too hot, maybe you want to switch up your helmets. I don't know, but whatever. Just check the weather so you are prepared for what's coming ahead on the road. And it may switch up. I'm praying that it's always sunshines and clear roads, but we know that's not reality. So just stay prepared. And last tip, last but not least, take your time. Take your time and be safe. One thing you cannot get back is time. So if you're late, you're just late. If you're behind schedule, you're behind schedule. It's okay. Actually, you're right on time. So don't rush it. Just take your time. It's best to have a longer trip and arrive alive and safe than to rush and run into a lot of risks. So take your time and stay safe. One of my favorite quotes from my guy AB is choose your battles wisely. Choose your battles. You gotta choose your battles. I know sometimes I ride the shoulder or lane split, but I'm taking a big risk when I do that. So you gotta choose your battles wisely. Sometimes when the traffic is just too much, I actually lay off and let it get ahead of me. So just stay safe and take your time. None of us can make up time. I don't think it's possible to make up time, because when you try to make up time, you're speeding, you're taking shortcuts, and shortcuts don't work. Just reschedule, rebalance, use all the tips that I just gave you, and enjoy the ride. Y'all know I love to say that. Enjoy the ride. When you enjoy the ride, it makes the whole adventure so much better. Don't be frustrated. Don't be rushed. Don't let nobody rush you. Ride your own ride. You got to. Somebody call you, don't worry about it. Call them at the next gas stop. I ride until my tank is on E. So I'm not about to pull over to make a phone call unless it's a super emergency. And I know when it's an emergency, when they call and they text me, call me ASAP. But usually I hit them back and I'll call you back later. I will send them the motorcycle emoji, or I'll say I'm riding, and I'll get back to them when I can. But just take your time. Don't let these vehicles out here bully you. I got a lot of tips. I think I'm gonna write a book. So stay tuned, y'all. It's your girl, HondaHarleyGurl. Let me know what you think about these motorcycle tips on how to survive a long motorcycle road trip. I hope they help you. If you have more great tips, let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, make sure you click the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing to the channel.